What up, YouTube? Texas Backyard Gardener. Hey, I just wanted to make a quick video, and since the only thing I've got going on this winter are my cayenne pepper plants, I thought I'd make a video about why I started so many seeds. So I originally started off with 18 cells, and honestly, I kind of figured that, okay, I don't know. The, in the past, I was kind of, like, as many seeds as I've started, not all of them turned out to be good plants. So you kind of have to anticipate, like, some of them dying. So I want to kind of show you, I can't remember when I started these. I don't know. I have to go back in my other video, kind of see when it was I started them. But I just wanted to kind of, I wanted to kind of show y'all what the plants are looking like. These two plants right here up front, that is water deprived. So if you look at those, actually that one on the left right there, that one's running a little low on water too. So I just gave them water. I'm not too worried about the yellowing as much. There's some yellowing down there at the bottom, but if you notice, especially that one back there, let me see if I can get in there. It's nice and green up top. So it's not necessarily a disease. Is what it's doing is it's pulling the nitrogen and nutrients from the lower leaves to feed the top leaves. That's all that is. Now, if the whole plant was turning yellow, and I've got a plant over here that I can show you. But if the whole plant's turning yellow, then that's really super deprived on nitrogen and nutrients and whatnot. So that kind of tells you right there, hey, probably need to do something about it. But I wanted to show y'all where we're at. These are my cayenne peppers. So these two right over here, these two and that one right there, believe it or not, I mean, he's looking a little sad, but that's just water and he'll bounce back. This one, and that one are my big boys. Those bad boys are my top 3 healthy plants in this little reservoir. That one back there, let me see if he's full of water. Oh yeah, he's nice and full of water. So he'll bounce back probably in about an hour. Let me move him up here. He's got enough water to last him too. So he's also a good one. He's my 4th one, but he's not as strong. He's not as strong as my one back there in the very back and my 2 up top right here. Now these plants are actually starting to bud, and I guess I shouldn't say bud because that's used for growing medical marijuana, whatever, but they're starting to flower. So I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, they are starting to really pop and wanting to start to flower. This one is too. He's got a little flower about to pop right there too. But I'm not too worried about it. Normally is what I would do is I would pluck off all the flowers and all the little budding flowers that haven't opened up yet, because I don't want the plant to put all of its energy into actually making a pepper. You know what I mean? I want it to put its energy into growing. But when it starts flowering and everything, it starts absorbing more nutrients. So, I've got to feed it. I got to feed them, quite often as it is. But, but these pepper plants were topped. So I don't know if you can kind of see, right there is where I topped that one. Right there is where I topped that one. Right there is where I topped that one. So I topped all of these plants, just so you know. These over here, I've just got them in these little saucers. I got these from Dollar General. These are doing okay. You know, I mean, they're not as strong as my top 4 over there, but they're doing good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I do need to start giving them some nutrients because there is some yellowing down at the bottom, but they are flowering. So I know that they're healthy because they are flowering. And it looks like I may actually have a pepper starting right there because that flower looks like it's dying. So I've got to decide if I really want it. Oh, and I do have a pepper. Look at that. It just came off. I got a pepper. I got a cayenne pepper growing up underneath there. So that'll be my first crushed red pepper. I don't know if y'all can see that. But he's producing a pepper. I got a lot of blooms, man. I mean, like a ton of flowers on here. And I think, so I'm kind of debating. Let me come over here first to this other one because I want to kind of show y'all something. This guy right here, he's doing all right, but he's definitely struggling a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but he's struggling. I honestly don't know if he'll make it. Let me turn this around right here. Now this guy's struggling too, and maybe it's just because of the nutrients, but I don't want to write him off yet. I think he just needs some nutrients and some tender loving care. Because if you notice, I mean, right there, he's starting to put out a little something, and right there, he's starting to put out a little something. So maybe he just needs a little nutrient boost. I'm sure that's all it is. But I don't really know if he's going to make it. This one right here, same thing. It's putting out flowers, but I think it's nutrient deprived because there's a lot of dead leaves that are falling off, but it is trying to put out some new growth. I need to get them in the pot like I did there, and I've been so busy, I haven't had time to do it. But I just kind of wanted to give y'all an overview of that. Now to come over to this pot that I transplanted 4 peppers in. This is pretty cool. So ever since I transplanted these peppers in this big pot, I created a bigger living area for them. They just took off and started blowing up. So I hope the light is okay. That way you can see. But there are just a ton of blooms. I don't know if y'all can see all the blooms back here, but these 4 peppers right here, this front one isn't doing much. So, but these other 3 back here are just going crazy. I mean, they are literally going crazy. So they love their new home. Now I did put some Jobs at the bottom down here when I did my first layer. I did put some Jobs in there, so those roots should go down, hit that nutrients, and boom. So what I'm debating is I'm debating on letting them produce 1 round of peppers and then topping them again. Yeah, I'm thinking about topping them because I don't want them to get. I want to stress them a little bit. But I honestly don't like them producing fruit when they're this young. Oh, and it looks like I got another little pepper going on back there too. Looks like a bloom is about to drop on that one. But I really don't want these young plants to start producing fruit because for one, it's going to weigh heavy on them. And 2, they're not real established. And I wanted to get them really, really established for the summer. That's what I really, really want to do. Here's my contraption. That's what I got to do to these over here, especially those other 4, I want to put them in something like this because those are doing really, really good. So I guess the reason why I start so many is because really I only expect like half of these plants to even survive. I mean, honestly, I start 18 seeds. They start growing. They start doing what they're going to do. And then what if I stick them out there in the garden in the raised bed and then they do exactly what they did last year or this year, right? It's what's the day? December 16, 17, something like that. So this summer I stuck them out there in the bed because I was in a rush and I didn't even let the other cayenne or jalapeno peppers grow this long indoors. I was rushing them bad boys out there and they were nowhere near ready to go out in the soil. So this is why I got a super early start. I'm probably going to let them try to produce 1 round and then I'm going to top them again, give them a chance to kind of settle back down, grow stronger roots, grow a stronger main stalk, and really, really get established. That way when I put them out there in the backyard next summer, they're going to just blow up. And I'm hoping to get a ton of cayenne peppers because I want to make crushed red pepper. So anyway, if you like what's going on, if you got any comments, please give me some comments. Like, rate, subscribe, share if you think somebody else might put this video to some use. And until next time, peace. Later.